I'm of course talking about Kirby. Now what made this one so cool is that it not only had like battery backup, like you can see in the gold back here, so it'll save your game, but it was also the first and only 6 megabyte game. Maybe there's some licensed ones that were 6 megabytes, but this is the largest memory-wise game for the original Nintendo. And it really shows in the gameplay. Not only is this a huge game with lots of diverse levels, but you also got a lot of different challenges in there too, like different mini games. Here I'm actually holding Kirby's Adventure in La Francais. Yeah, here's a French edition. And that's another cool thing about Kirby's Adventure is that it was first North American game to be officially translated into French. Oui, oui, oui. And I think that's fucking awesome because, I don't know, a lot of our French speaking neighbors, I think, got a raw end of the deal because, I don't know, a lot of these games would be ported over here, and, you know, the manuals and the boxes would be in French and English, but the games themselves wouldn't be. And yeah, they got sort of a raw deal, but here is one game that finally answered their prayers and said, oh yeah! So I got 2 Kirby's Adventures here. One in English, one in French. Haha, yeah, here's a cool little opening intro. You actually see Kirby get drawn there, and that's awesome. Cutesy, fun little kids game, but don't be fooled. Game can get tough later on. Diversity levels are insanely easy. And there you got some cool little cinematics. You get some at the end, the beginning. And there, that's a new feature that wasn't available in the first Kirby for the Game Boy. You can now copy abilities, which is awesome. There's so many different abilities. There's abilities to fire lasers, abilities to be a UFO, and there, that's also another cool feature of Kirby. You can have unlimited flight. And there, I can just fly it there as long as I want. In other versions, they took that out. They thought it was like too cheap. In some ways, it can be as well. But here, it's a nice addition. You say, oh, the game's too hard. Just fly up here and you'll be safe. Tell the kid to shout and play a fucking game. There, nice simple action. Kirby can run, he can slide, he has a whole bunch of different abilities. This is a great game for kids because if kids thought, you know, the original Mario Brothers 3 was too difficult since you can only take one hit in those when you're first starting out, there you got 6 units of life down there. So, yeah, unless your kid's pretty stupid, you know, they're not going to die too easily. This is a great beginner's game. And later levels actually get pretty challenging because I was actually dying in some of the bosses. But the game is insanely forgiving as well. Yep. Oh shit, I didn't press that at the right time. But still, Kirby does a little dance. There's bonus stages. I can go to level 2. I can open up new parts of the scenery the more I play. I can go back to old levels, go back to old stages, old worlds. Yep, and here's a simple little crane game to get some more lives. And this game has always thrown something cool at you. And once you beat this game, it doesn't end. There's a hard mode you can unlock. So you think the game's too fucking easy? So it offers more of a challenge. Okay, so if I'm rating this in my top 10, of course the game is going to be awesome. That's the top 10 out of 700 different Nintendo games. But if I would have to give it a score, it would get a very high 96 out of 100. Freaking awesome game. Kirby's Adventure does it all. It looks so good, I could easily mistake it for a 16-bit game. It's great visuals, great colors, lots of different variety in the weapons, cool music. There's just so much to this game, and it's great to see the series still continue on. That's how awesome this one game is. I know the original Game Boy, it was a good start. It was a good introduction for Kirby, but this is where you knew the Kirby games were going to be awesome. You knew from here on, yeah, I want the Kirby games to play like this. If you ain't cool, I'll be smacking your dentures. You got NES? Put in Kirby's Adventure. That's all I gotta say. Okay.